Hey guys, we're going to talk about the Canon AE1 and how to kind of like work the whole thing, right? So here's what we're going to do. Alright, this is the Canon AE1. The ones that Indy loans out are the Canon AE1 program. They're very, very similar. First thing you need to do is turn it on. On the very top, you'll see an A, an L, and an S. The A, it stands for on. I don't know why it's called an A. Why they have the letter A, but A is for on. The L is for lock, meaning off, and the S is for self-timer. So it's in the very top next to the on-off button. You'll see like in the little thing that you can change. This is the shutter speed dial. The aperture dial is on the ring of the lens, which is old school way of doing it because it's an old camera. So your aperture is on the lens. Your shutter speed's up here. So how do you load it? This little rewind knob here, there's a little thing that you pull out, and that's how you rewind it. But you pull this up, and it opens this little thing here. This is how you do it. You take your film, keep this part up, you load the film into the camera like this. Don't touch that curtain. And then once you have your film there, you can push this down, and you'll feel it kind of click into place. Scroll this all the way over. You see that little catch right there? You want to make sure it goes into that little catch right there. And then when you wind it, it's going to go kind of like backwards into it like that. It's not going to go around it. It's going to go kind of backwards. Now, say you shoot the whole roll and you want to rewind it. You don't just start rewinding. On the very bottom here, there's a little bitty button right here you click, and it releases the motor, the rewind motor. And that's how you can, and you turn it a bunch until you feel it release. So I would turn it probably 30, 40 times. Just boom, 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 boom. You'll feel it release, go back into the thing. And then now you have your film. This leader will be inside this canister when you pull it out, and that's a good thing. So let's talk about the frames. There's a little frame counter right here, and I'll start with S, meaning start. You wind it. First, just turn it on. You wind it. Once you have your film in there, you wind it, fire the shutter. Wind it, fire the shutter. Wind it until it starts with S. And then every time from then on out, you'll see it go from the next frame. So we're on now frame 3, 4, and it'll kind of count all the way up to 36 if you have a 36 roll exposure. If you're at a workshop, sometimes Kodak will bring 24 exposure, so you might only have 24 shots on that roll. Let's see what else I can tell you about it. If you have your lens and there's a little button on the lens, you can press it and go all the way to A. That's for automatic, so that means you're now in your aperture will be automatic, so you're in pretty much shutter priority mode. And then you have on the program you have an A on your shutter speed dial, and that's for automatic. So you can do a fully automatic camera if you want. Now, if the battery dies, you can take, there's a little grip you take off, and there's a little battery door right here. You can just pop the battery in and out. That's pretty much it. There's nothing to it. I'm trying to think any other things that you might need to know. You need to know how to load it, which we showed you. You have your shutter speed and your aperture. Your ISO is the film speed. And to pop open that door, which you only want to do when you're loading and unloading the film, is pull that out and it'll pop open, and you just kind of pop it back down and push it down, flip that little lever in. So that's pretty much it. That's the Canon AE1 for you. So there you go. All right, good luck.